Magandang araw po mga kapatid. Welcome po sa ating Nutrition Education Program. So ang title po ng aking programa ay OOBCT Prevention or Overweight and Obesity Prevention and Nutrition Education Program. So ito po ay part 1 lamang ng ating Nutrition Education Program. So ang objectives po o layunin ng lecture na ito ay to know what overweight and obesity means, be familiarized with the BMI classifications and how it can determine overweight and obesity, identify factors, practices and causes that contribute to obesity, understand health risks and physical consequences of overweight and obesity, and lastly, understand the importance of New Start in maintaining healthy weight and lifestyle. So to start with our lecture, meron pa akong question sa inyo. Sa tingin niyo po ba ang obesity ay isa sa mga problema ng ating bansa? Sabi po sa latest result ng ENNS or Expanded National Nutrition Survey noong 2018, mayroong 4.9% ng mga kabataan mula 10 to 19 years old ang obese o mataba noong 2003. At ito po ay tumaas ng tumaas hanggang sa noong 2015, naging 9.2% na po ng mga kabataan sa buong Pilipinas ang tumataba. At noong 2018 po, naging 11.6% na ng mga kabataan sa buong Pilipinas ang naging overweight at obese. Sa adults naman po na may edad 20 years old and above, 16.6% noong 1993, naging 31.1% noong 2015, at nitong 2018 lamang po, naging 37.2% na ng mga matatanda ang overweight or obese. So ito po ang main reason kung bakit po ito ang dadalhin kong topic sa inyo ngayong hapon. Para po maiwasan natin in the future na maging obese, mabawasan ang bilang ng mga taong obese, at maagapan pa natin ito. So ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng overweight at obesity? Sabi po dyan, overweight and obesity are defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that presents a risk to health. They are the terms used that refers to body weight that is higher than what is considered normal or healthy for a certain height. So paano ba natin malalaman kung ang ating timbang ba ay normal, kung tayo ba ay overweight or kung tayo ba ay obese? So isa sa mga methods na madalas ginagamit para malaman kung ang isang tao ay may healthy na weight ay ang BMI or Body Mass Index. Ito po ay kinakalculate gamit ang BMI formula, at kapag nakuha na po natin ang calculation po ng BMI, makikita po natin kung saang classification po tayo na belong. So ito po ay ginagamit upang i-estimate ang ating total body fat or taba sa ating katawan. So ano-ano nga ba ang mga sanhi ng obesity? So first, we will discuss the unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, family inheritance and influences, lack of sleep, chronic stress, aging, and certain medications and other conditions or illness. So para po tayo ay makasunod, pwede po natin tingnan ating mga infographics na dinistribute po namin kanina. So importante po na malaman ang sanhi ng obesity nang sa ganun po ay mas ma-assess natin ang ating mga sarili, mabago at maiwasan natin ang mga bagay na maaaring maging sa atin na magkaroon ng obesity. So first, and isa sa mga major contributor ng obesity ay ang unhealthy diet. So we all know na ang food ay isang important or basic needs ng tao, and kailangan natin ito para makasurvive. Pero po, kung ang foods na ating kinakain ay magbibigay sa atin ng energy or makaka-enable sa atin na mag-survive, it can also be the cause of having an illness or disease. Especially kung ang lagi po natin kinakain ay mga unhealthy foods tulad ng mga processed foods, meat, sugary and oily foods. And kapag yun po yung mga kinakain natin, our body will not benefit from that. Kung ganito po ang ating mga kinakain, magdadala lang po ito ng harm sa ating katawan. So sabi po dito, an unhealthy diet is one of the major risk factor for a range of chronic diseases including cardiovascular diseases, cancer, diabetes, and other conditions linked to obesity. Poor nutrition can impair our daily health and well-being and reduce our ability to live an enjoyable and active life. So ano nga ba ang mga practices, especially eating habits, na talaga namang makakapag-contribute sa unhealthy na diet? So first on the list ay eating foods that are high in sugar, saturated fat, and sodium. So let us know why foods high in sugar is bad. So it is because excess calories from foods and drinks high in free sugar or added sugars contribute to unhealthy weight gain, which can lead to obesity. So ano pa po? Foods high in saturated fat. Bakit kaya ito unhealthy? Sabi po dyan, saturated fat is the bad fat. Ito yung mga uri ng fats na makikita natin sa mga animal-based foods tulad ng cream, butter, cheese, fatty meats, red meat, hard margarine, and some vegetable oils. Yung mga unsaturated fat po, yan din po yung mga klase ng fat na solid at room temperature, yung mga natutulog na mantika. So to answer the question, why is saturated fat bad? The answer is, too much saturated fat in the diet can lead to heart disease and other health problems. Eating greater amounts of saturated fat is linked with an increased risk of heart disease and high blood cholesterol levels. So kung mayroon pong bad fat, mayroon din pong good fat. So ano naman ang unsaturated fat? Ang unsaturated fat, ito po ay ang good fat. Ito po ay important na part ng ating healthy diet. These fats help reduce, so nababawasan niyo yung risk of heart disease and lower cholesterol levels. These can be found in fish, avocado, nuts, olive oil, soy, canola, sunflower, and corn oils. So next is food high in sodium. Bakit nga ba ito unhealthy sa ating diet? Sabi po dito, high sodium intake is associated with higher blood pressure, which is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Sodium is present throughout the food supply, but the biggest contributor to sodium in our diet are processed foods including baked products, mixed dishes, ready-to-eat meals, processed meats, cheeses, soups, sauces, dips, gravies, and condiments. So another practice or habit that is considered unhealthy in the diet is eating larger portions than you need or overeating. So I think this happens most of the time sa atin, especially sa ating mga Pinoy, na mahilig kumain, maraming birthday celebrations every month. So people tend to eat more and more hanggang sa ma-feel nila na satisfied na sila. So isa po ito sa mga unhealthy na habit or practice ng pagkain. So ano pa po? Frequent eating, yung maya-maya yung kain. Sabi po sa research, our goal is to eat every 3 to 4 hours in order to keep our blood sugar consistent and for our stomach to optimally digest. So dapat daw, every 3 to 4 hours yung interval ng pagkain natin. So tayo po ba, do we eat every 3 to 4 hours or every minute, every 10 minutes? So ang ganitong practice po or habit ay nakakapag-contribute sa unhealthy na diet. So ano pa po? Unhealthy snacking. Bakit kaya ito nagko-contribute sa unhealthy na diet? It's because it can lead to weight gain, adding excess calories. So ito po ay madalas totoo rin sa atin, di ba? Kasi minsan yung merienda natin katumbas na ng isang meal. So yun po yung mga habits na talagang magko-contribute sa unhealthy na diet. So isa pa pong sanhi ng obesity ay ang physical inactivity or sedentary lifestyle. So ito po ay isa sa mga causes ng obesity dahil kung hindi po tayo active physically, hindi po tayo nag-exercise, hindi po natin nagagamit yung energy na pinaprovide ng ating mga kinakain at ito po ay ini-store ng ating katawan as body fat. So kaya po ang magiging resulta, magkakaroon po tayo ng energy imbalance na kung saan ang calories na ating kinakain ay mas mabigat pa sa calories na ating binaburn. So according po sa World Health Organization, physical inactivity can have serious implications for people's health. It has been identified as the 4th leading risk factor for global mortality or death, causing an estimated 3.2 million deaths globally. So, galaw-galaw po tayo mga kapatid para hindi po tayo maging at risk sa ganitong condition. Isa din pong sanhi ng obesity ay ang family inheritance and influences or yung ating lahi at ang impluwensya ng ating pamilya. Sabi po sa book po namin, Kapag wala ni isa sa ating parents ay obese, meaning para silang normal, mayroon lang tayong 10% chance na maging obese. Kung isa naman sa ating parents ay obese, it's either mama or papa natin, meron po tayong 40% chance na maging obese. Pero kung both parents natin ay obese, magkakaroon tayo ng 80% chance na maging obese. So to answer the question kanina sa test, can obesity be inherited? Yes, even nga wala sa ating mga parents ang obese, meron pa rin tayong 10% chance to get obesity. Sabi po dito, heredity has a clear role in human obesity. The genes we inherit from our parents may affect the amount of body fat we store and where that fat is distributed. Genetics may also play a role in how efficiently our body converts food into energy, how our body regulates our appetite, and how our body burns calories. So, blood is thicker than water po talaga, no? Pati sakit dumadaloy sa ating mga lahi. So another thing is that obesity tends to run in families not just because of the genes we share, but also because family members tend to share similar eating and activity habits. So, napakalaking contribution po ng family influences at environment sa kung ano yung mga habits natin, especially when it comes to eating habits. And another cause din po ng obesity ay ang lack of sleep. Sabi po sa studies, ang mga tao raw na natutulog ng less than 7 hours sa gabi ay at least po sa pagkakaroon ng obesity. Nagkaroon din po ng research ang Nurses Health Study about po sa lack of sleep and napag-alaman po nila na yung mga taong natutulog ng 5 hours or less sa gabi ay may mataas na BMI at mas nagigain po sila ng weight. So bakit nga ba ang lack of sleep ay may connection sa obesity? Isa po sa mga reason ay ang disruption ng appetite hormones na natitrigger ng feeling of hunger or gutom versus the hormone na nag-trigger ng satisfaction na kung tatawagin ay leptin. Sabi po dyan, ghrelin levels rise while leptin levels drop with lack of sleep. So kapag po tayo ay kulang sa tulog, mas natitrigger po ang ating hormone, hunger hormone. At dahil po dito, makaka-feel tayo ng gutom, magka-crave tayo ng mga pagkaing high in fat and carbohydrates. Sabi po dyan, the risk of hunger also increases simply by being awake longer. Insufficient sleep can also trigger the reward areas in your brain to crave high fat and high caloric foods. Other effects of poor sleep may include increased fat storage in the belly area, higher body mass index, poor quality diet, and decreased insulin sensitivity. Another cause din po ng obesity ay ang chronic stress or long-term stress. Ito po, kung ang short-term stress po ay nakakapag-cause ng isang tao to lose appetite or mawala ng gana sa pagkain, ang long-term stress naman ay opposite. Sabi po dito, when stress persists, our body releases another hormone called cortisol, and cortisol increases appetite and may also ramp up motivation in general, including the motivation to eat. So that is why chronic stress can lead to comfort eating or stress eating, which often involves the overeating of foods that are high in fat, sugar, and calories, since stress can also affect food preferences, which in return can lead to weight gain. And kapag ang weight gain ay naging uncontrollable, it can lead to overweight or obesity. So another cause din po ng obesity ay ang aging o pagtanda. Sabi po dyan, obesity can occur at any age, even young children. Pero as we age, hormonal changes and a less active lifestyle increase our risk of obesity. Kasi syempre po kapag tumatanda na po tayo, the amount of muscle in our body tends to decrease with age, making us less capable of doing exercises or vigorous activities and movements. Kaya if we don't consciously control what we eat and become more physically inactive as we age, we will likely gain weight kapag di po tayo nag-control sa ating mga kinakain. At kapag naging inactive po tayo lalo, mas mataas po ang chance na tayo ay mag-gain weight habang tumatanda. And mga gamot at ibang mga sakit, ito din ay isang reasons kung bakit dumadagdag ang timbang ng isang tao. So certain medications that may cause weight gain are medicines for diabetes, antidepressants, steroid hormone medicines, and etc. And also other effects of certain conditions and illnesses.